During the emergency, the Free State had a rationing system like that in Great Britain. Sugar, tea, butter, margarine, bread, flour and clothing were among the many items for which ration tickets were required.
Rationing. British home front. World War II. Though much of the Second World War was fought in Europe and across the globe, precautions were taken in Britain on the home front to ensure readiness against all the domestic dangers that the nation might face during war. Between 1938 and 1939, the government started to take precautions and began planning for wartime. It was believed that civilians would be needed on the home front to help with the war effort by planting vegetables to supplant rationing and to help as air raid wardens. The government also established a home guard. The home front came to occupy a unique position in the British collective memory of the Second World War, regarded as a period in history during which time the British people came together in a spirit of collective fortitude. And rationing would play a key element in home front preparation. By the time the Second World War broke out, the British government had already begun planning food distribution for wartime. The government was conscious not to repeat the mistakes and failures that occurred during the First World War. It wasn't until 1918, in the final year of the First World War, that food rationing was introduced and the Ministry of Food was established. Before 1918, the distribution relied on supply and demand, and those on low incomes went hungry, and riots often broke out. In 1936, the British government established the Food Department, which was responsible for stockpiling sugar and wheat while making preparations for a national rationing scheme. By 1939, the government already began to advise the population on how to establish their own food stores. In 1939, the president of the Board of Trade told Parliament that, "I see no objection to the accumulation by households in peacetime of small reserves of suitable foodstuffs, equivalent to about one."
The new ration books are coming, so look out for announcements and posters which will tell you when and where to fetch them. You'll see them in your local papers, in post offices, in cinemas and so on. Meanwhile, fill in the reference leaf, this one. Don't post anything. And watch food facts in the papers.